Back from Scotland. I'm now in England. So my first trip is to go to Chester. So please join me as we go to Chester today. Let's get going. It's time. Starting off the day today. I've already loaded, so I'm on my way now. So let's get going together. It's a beautiful morning. Thank you very much. There we go.
Turn right.
Good morning to you. Just know that whenever I'm live, it's time to move. And today it's a very short route, short and very sweet. Just heading to Chester quickly, and then we see what happens there, and then that's it. It's not very far. Very sweet, actually. There we go. Thank you. So we are now en route to Chester. Let's see how it looks like, and let's get going together. It's a beautiful Monday, you know. It's a beautiful beautiful Wednesday, I mean. And we're just hitting it off to quickly to see what's happening there. No, I missed this route, you know, I missed it. Been away, you know. So today we are talking careers that that you wanted, that you when you grew up you always said I want to be like this and this and that. But then as you grew up, things changed and circumstances changed and what you thought changed and everything just flipped and it ended up becoming something else. What career was it? And what did you become? Was it an advantage to you? Or it just happened by accident and then you had to keep it? Or it's because of a friend that made you change your career? Or you admired somebody? What happened to you? Let's talk about that, you know, as we go to Chester. So we are going to pass many places like this one. That is villages, and we just see a view of how these villages look like. This is called Dove Holes in Buxton, actually towards Stockport, Manchester. So that's how it looks like. It only has one road. And as you can see, we're just passing it. That's how it looks like. Beautiful view indeed, beautiful view. See, I pass some of the trucks from my company. I also pass some other people. Just the traffic is mounting on towards Buxton already because the robot is just one robot and it allows one car at a time. Also, you these pedestrians with walking dogs and all that. And then you pass a little jungle and then you come back to places, village places and all that. So let's get to it. So these places are actually 30-mile zones, 30-mile-per-hour zone in terms of speed. And as you pass, it becomes 50, as you can see. And then we keep moving. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful day with a bit of fog in it. But right now, for our cameras and for the view, for the people of the world who are going to share this video or this broadcast with, you see, it's a beautiful day actually, very beautiful. So pass of the roundabout, who is in first from the right, you let them in. Simple as that. Wait for the ones in the right, give way to the people from the right. They're basically inside anyway, the roundabout. And if it is safe to proceed, then you proceed. So this is more like when I pass away, when I say in the jungle or in the forest. Most of these forests were actually, they were planted. They are not natural. Most of these are actually planted. Of course, naturalized by the issue of fertilization after the first plants, and then when they grow to become adult plants, if I may call them that way. And they go to have flowers and fruit. And then a few birds come by, take some of the things. So these are some of the caves that we experience, and then as you can see, there's a small cave, but if you fall on the other side, that's it. It's a gully. So you won't make up there. If you're gone, you're gone. So it's not a little bit wider as we go, but again, not long from now, we're going to meet other villages that I just felt like today, let me just show you how it looks like when we're driving on some of these routes that the villages own, and how do we go about it, and what do we experience. So I got a new friend yesterday from Australia that I was speaking to, and
after 900 yards at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Thank you very much. So the roundabout, I must take the second exit, which narrates to go straight. You see, go straight. In most instances, the second exit is always the go
after 500 yards at the roundabout, take the second exit.
Signs on the road, boards on the road, signs for bridges lower than the height of my truck, and also and you will see that. So whoever hits
take
a bridge,
the second exit.
Just ignore the sign, because
traffic delay on your route has changed to 6 minutes.
Good morning. So I'm stuck. I'm going to be stuck for 6 minutes along the way, around High Lane and Disley. That's not far from here. So I'm just showing today the whole route that has a lot of,
please follow the route for 3
variations.
miles.
A lot of variations in terms of the structure, really. So this one is going to be like a mini dual carriage for, when I say mini, I mean to say distance wise, it's not so long, right? So for about 3 miles, round about 3 miles. It's going to be a dual carriage from Buxton to these other small places in the island. So I have a very short route, so I'm expecting to get there around 8:30. Offload, bank load for Marcusfield. Marcusfield is not far as well, so it's going to be an easy day for me. Then I will load for tomorrow, preferably a long distance as well. So maybe to London, then we can see how London is as well. For the people of the world to share with them.
No delays on the route. No delays on the route.
So it's cleared again. It keeps on saying it's cleared, it's closed, it's cleared. Because of the satellite navigation that I use, real-time satellite navigation shows that right now it's not just talking about how the route looks like, how to go, which route to take, but it's also talking about exactly what's going on the route as in now. As in now. So let's just get it out of the way and then show how it is. So all these trees, I can assure you, they were planted. All these trees that you see, the tall ones, they were actually planted. They planted all these things. They had to plant, which means this whole area was really barren there to look for places that to look for. I think the manufacturers, so they created plants, that fit the climate of the UK, which is ingenious actually. I think that is a very big job that was done. A good one. So we're actually live from the Volvo cockpit. I always say that. Volvo powerhouse, the cockpit. Someone was suggesting that it must be a powerhouse. Call it a Volvo powerhouse. No, I say cockpit because, no man, I'm like in a plane. The buttons that I have here, I'm telling you, the switches, the what, you know, the functions of every switch, how many there are, more than 70 switches, including a touch screen as well. In the infotainment center, so it's just a lot. Just a lot.
After 700 yards, at the roundabout, take the second exit.
I think it's a plane that doesn't fly. Right, so the dual carriage surrenders here on this roundabout coming, and then we approach a place called New Mills. So
take the second exit.
So slow down, right? As we approach the roundabout, we are loaded, we are empty. Slow down, so that when you get there, you can be as cautious as possible to avoid unnecessary havoc in accidents, and then let people drive. It's simple. So let's get
Please
going.
follow the route for 6 miles.
So the instruction says follow the route for 6 miles. So this is Stockport 10, Manchester 16 from here. And the idea of broadcasting on this route is just to show and educate a few people that are interested in understanding the driving of an AGV, that there are places you are going to drive where it is going to be like this in terms of traffic, in terms of a lot of other things that you need to be considering. Like for example, we're talking of a lot of cars on the side that you need to be careful of as you are driving along, and on the other side there's traffic on going the opposite way, which makes the road a little bit narrow. But surely you can actually pass all these places. But very importantly, so be careful, right? Be careful. Keep as much to the left, and at the same time make sure you don't get to hit some of these cars that are parked, because this is their parking actually. Apparently, this is their parking. And nothing is out of the ordinary on what they did parking on the side of the road. That's where they park anyway, right? So you need to make sure that as you drive past, there are also cars going to the other side. You should let them go in to avoid traffic on the other side, so that when someone is asking for you to let them go in front of you, but to the other side, like onto another street, just allow them. When you pass a van or anything higher, check behind to see, did you really pass, or you scratched him, or anything has happened. On the side, that the cars that are parking. This is actually from DVLA. This one is very important from DVSA. You have to check. You have to check your mirrors every 5 seconds to check, are you really passing safe? Are you going on straight? Is everything going on well? Or has anything happened? If anything happened, stop right there and look for the owner, or report to, take pictures, whichever way. Do the necessary procedures to report an accident, incident, whichever has happened. But in honesty, try to avoid an incident happening. Okay? Avoid incidents from happening. Beautiful scene on a Wednesday morning. I love it here. Full view. originally the road is not narrow, right? And because now there are cars parked on the road, you have to kind of squeeze along and make sure that you also go steadily. All right, there's a little bit of traffic, not really traffic, but there's a robot ahead, a traffic light that's just not so far from here. Hence, we have to wait. And then when you stop, you keep a car and a half, if not more, between you and the next car, so that it is really clear in front of you, so that you don't have to cause any problems. If in case maybe the driver gets to start if a driver maybe when he's supposed to start moving forward, he by mistake rolls back, the distance between you and them should be enough so that they have all that leeway and allowance, so that if anything of such has happened, you're not going to be involved in an accident. So you keep them safe, you keep yourself safe. Beautiful. So that's the robot I was talking about. Clear, very clear. The fog is clearing.
Traffic delay on your route has changed to 6 minutes.
Okay, which means there's a little bit of traffic again in front. There must be construction or something happening that's causing that, because the robot that is the next one is a little bit further from here. So I have 41 minutes left for me to get to my destination. I should be changing now. So always when you stop, the box is clear, pedestrian crossing is clear. It is actually a traffic offense to be found be inside that robot, be inside the where the cyclist or pedestrian, that should be clear when they are to access it. If you found, look, you can see how narrow this route is now because of traffic from both sides and also cars that are standing there. But it's not narrow that you can't pass, you will pass. You need to check all the sides and be careful and don't speed. That's all you ought to do. So my set nav is telling me that there's traffic. There's also, you see, this car, this person just got into their car now. They might choose to maybe get out of the car again for some other reason. Then you don't know that. So you must check. If not, and be careful when you're passing some, that you don't have to knock them or end up by hitting the doors, and then there's trouble. Traffic that was, I think, is clearing. I think it's actually clearing. So let's just go and be cautious. There are also cyclists on the other side. So it's part of the traffic and road users that we experience being with along the journeys every day. So there should be traffic in Highland after this day. Should be traffic there because there's always actually this time of the day. I should have been to the customer already, but unfortunately I ran out of driving time, and also they were closed where I was supposed to load when I came back and arrived, which was not really bad. I wanted rest. I needed rest. I had driven for 6 hours 45 with only 45-minute break in between, so it was just hectic. You see, this is also an example of how narrow it can be between you and other vehicles. So we try to be as careful as possible. Off we go. Beware of cyclists. Keep checking until you have passed them. Well, they are part of the vulnerable road users group. You wouldn't want to be careless and then have a problem with them. Since my door is open, I have to close that door. I don't know what's happening to it. There we go, it's open. Oh, it's open. Ah, yes. Off we go. So always when you're supposed to stop on the side of the road, indicate left and stop safely. Do what you must do. And then you can proceed. Before you proceed, check your mirrors, do blind spot checks and all that. Indicate to the right at the same time. When it's safe to do so, you pull away. All those important aspects of driving, you should employ them at any given point. Necessary and all the time. You see, there's traffic already here. This is towards Highland. So this traffic is not caused by many things. It's just a robot there, in fact. That the robot opens and closes. There are also pedestrian robots there. They open and close. So that's why. So you also notice that the route that I'm using today is somewhat strange to other people of the world, just because of the fact that most people are used to where trucks drive must be clear of houses, clear of all those things, you know. And on this one, houses are literally on the road. The reason is very simple. I'm passing villages, so they did not really make the roads very far and from the houses. Okay, and then someone may ask, but then how is it safe? It is actually safe because this route here, you don't travel at high speed. If you check on the cars on the other side, they're not really traveling at high speed. They're traveling at very low speed, right? That is the maximum speed they should travel, which is 30 miles per hour. So even if the house is very near, even if they're pedestrians, they will be safe because no one is really speeding. You see? No one is really speeding. So that's the good thing about it. So someone will filter in. They're always raising, but they are here to say thank you, even if you did not allow them. But then, when someone says thank you and I'm sorry, what then do you do? It's a pedestrian crossing. Right, I should leave it clear. I proceed when I see that the distance from the pedestrian crossing is enough for me to stay clear away from it. And also making sure that I keep my following distance safe. If in case anything happens between me and the other car, either I roll over forward or they roll back, to be safe. All those aspects are very important to always observe. There's a concealed entrance, unless only maybe you can clear the route when you passed it. You wait for such time. Don't worry about the other people that will filter in. They have a right to. On those who want to filter out, give them a chance to. So when there's movement, then only you follow. Because now if you close the route, whoever is going to come from the opposite direction, going into that line, lane or that street, they can't access it. So you ought to leave it clear. Let's move. So now it's very clear that when I move forward, I'm going to leave enough room and clear off the street as I move forward. So that's how we do it. Another aspect to consider is there's a bus on the side that I just went past now. I need to make sure that the bus is way clear away from my trailer as I pass, so that I don't end up being caught or catching it on the other side, hence causing accidents. Incidents always to be avoided at all costs. Always. So this is also another reason why there's traffic. There are cars filtering from the other side. So just let one in and then you follow. If it is your first time coming this side, please subscribe and like the live, and please like the channel, all right? So that each time I do a live broadcast, or if I send a video or any post of any nature, you are found, and it finds its way to you. Moving. So there's a robot just ahead. Once the robot is over, then we move. So another thing to know, and very important to understand and practice, is to be patient, right? To always be patient when we are driving. Always be patient when you are driving. Don't get frustrated easily. And don't bring your stress from home to work. Full view, even pedestrian school children going to school, you also meet them in this kind of routes. So your level of awareness should be at the highest level. So there's also keep clear place. If I look ahead where the other vehicle is, between the keep clear space and the other place space, I'm not able to reach that side and clear this space in case of emergency or anything that they use it for. So I wait until the robot opens and I can also proceed. I think there's much traffic that is now alleviated. I'm going to go places now where there isn't much traffic. I think I'm going to move a little bit faster. You see cyclists also on the road. And then immediate stop now to brake, immediate brake, because now all of a sudden they stopped immediately. So the best way is it's better to apply brakes and stop than to apply gentle brakes in the end, and then you end up hitting traffic. Again, showing the essence of following distance. Say following distance, even if anything happens, you're always going to be safe. And this wagon is also, this truck is also fitted with high alert driver assistance, so that if anything is happening in front of you, it shows by an alarm and the head display. There's a display that will tell you what's going on ahead of you. That's the last robot to exit high lane. I'll be going towards Manchester Airport now. It's not so far from here. Towards Manchester Airport, 5 miles from here. So into the Jewel, Roberts Jewel, roundabouts Jewel, and Roberts and Roberts and Roberts, and then we get into M56. Motorway 56. So with all the traffic and everything, I've driven here for 1 hour. So I started working at 5:34, which means now 2 hours 16 minutes. Be careful of that, because you might drive very little time, but the work hours becoming a lot, and then you end up in getting infringements because you did overwork, like as in the time you worked has become over 6 hours before you took a rest, which is mandatory. When you're approaching robots, be careful. There are also pedestrian cyclists that you might see, so be watchful of them. Always. Always try to indicate after having checked, so that you don't cause accidents. There might be someone trying to overtake the same time that you are electing to indicate and change lanes. So always make sure that before you do any of that, first thing is to check. Right now, going to Chester. I kind of love this route because it gives almost just everything that is you can learn about the routes. The UK dual carriages, this is the one coming from villages, and single carriage, that's the one that we just went to pass now. And I will also pass the airport just to put a chair on top. And then from there, we are going to go into a motorway, or a highway, or a freeway if you may like. Always keep the outer lane, because you are the slowest when you start moving. And apply your braking from a distance so that you don't cause, maybe by mistake, a brake failure can happen. So you need to be knowing that whilst you're still far, that the brakes might fail or are failing, that you can avoid accident. And if you apply when you are almost there, if anything happens, then you will not be able to avoid. It's always important to adhere to that. Was denied, so we stopped before the lines. You don't force it. The best way to avoid accidents is basically to avoid getting into robots when they are red. I'm now 34 miles away. You say go, let's go. Some noise on that one. next locals will meet are almost at the airport. From Macclesfield to Cheddu. Something like that. They are not in a hurry at all. Just more interested in getting there safe. So that one goes to Manchester, Cheddu, and Manchester City. Manchester is in CBD. If I was going that direction, I would have gone out under the bridge and go in that direction. There's also traffic. But for now, I'm just going straight to Manchester Airport. Pass it, go to M56, and then drive for quite a direction. Allow them in to filter in so that we don't cause problems. So unfortunately, we don't understand why I let them in yet. Instead, they need to pass me, which also knows it's not a problem. So there's traffic ahead. Slow down and apply hazards so that we notify people behind that there isn't much movement ahead, so let's not be in a rush. So we slow down. So we are approaching airport Manchester in a short while. Just taking it slow. It's a Wednesday today that we're going to Chester. Slowly we move. So when the traffic allows, we move. It says it's going to Manchester Airport, 8555, and then it joins M6 ahead, which I'm going to take. And then there's also Style, Gately, and Withenshave, Britons have, I think that's how to say it. Britons have. Keep going and going and going and going. Traffic, we just follow the flow, keeping our distance clear so that whatever happens. So this is the airport that is we're passing now. There isn't much to show really because I can't hold my phone. I'm driving. I can just let you see how it looks like around. You can see the yellow poles. They resemble the lights, the traffic lights for the plane as it lands, so that it can actually show the lights to show what distance are they from the ground. Even though they are notified from the cockpit, though, we also need to see the visuals on which runway they are going to be landing on. So it's very important, that stuff. And we are coming live to you from the Volvo cockpit, a plane that runs on the ground. So you can see volumes of traffic coming out of being offloaded from M6 and then to M56, and then also some from M60. M61 Ring Road, Manchester, and then going down to Buxton, High Lane, Disley, Macclesfield, some also heading to the airport park, T3. You see, all that is happening as we speak right now. So there's a green place that you see in front of me, the green zone. It is basically a cyclist zone, and you are not allowed to park or to stop with yourself inside that zone. It is not allowed. So you have to make sure that you drive, you stop before that line. There's also a red one where I'm about to pass now. That is for pedestrians. Also not supposed to strike that when you are driving. It is, it's a traffic offense. So I'm indicating in now because the lanes I must use, they're saying M56. They're the ones to the direction of M56. The one that I've just came off is heading into the airport. It's a beautiful airport, this very big actually. It caters for big planes, for those double deckers, and for all those most international long routes. It caters for them. It's a beautiful airport. So now from here I'm going to the motorway. It gives you a glimpse of how the motorway is from single carriage, dual carriage, and then now go to the motorway. So it's also a glimpse. So this broadcast is showing really many places. So let's go. So I'm going to show, I let the cameras roll until I get to my destination, because it is quite an interesting journey, interesting route that I feel that a lot of people should experience actually really. Okay, so now all of a sudden someone chooses to do the wrong things at the wrong time, so you ought to be aware of those as you drive. Now we wait. So there is traffic to the direction I'm going. And then because I'm coming from that side, I could not just filter in right away because I would cause a lot of problems closing all the lanes from the direction I was coming from. So I'm supposed to at least stop here. So if you look, traffic is moving here. But from the back, people are already stuck. If you ask yourself why, you don't even understand. Instead of people filtering when there is space, when they can actually, there is movement, they don't disrupt movement from other lanes. People just get in right there and stop. Can just stop and causing problems for others. So what I actually recommend, what I think is the best way, don't quickly get into the lane, move slowly forward and then filter where there is movement. Because if you stop at the back there where there is traffic is stationary, you are going to cause problem to other road users, because all of a sudden they are not anticipating you to stop, but again right away you have stopped. What does that mean? It means that they might not be able to stop because they didn't anticipate that. You see. So you go forward, where there is movement, then you filter in. Slowly you filter in and don't disrupt movement. But people don't understand that part. You see. As long as they are in the lane, that's it. They're looking to get a lane and be stuck there. That's what they need, which is actually very wrong according to the way I see and my experience in driving. So there isn't much traffic here, but what's happening is, as we filter in onto M56 now, you can see ahead of me, people are trying to filter in. There's also people filtering out, which is also another thing wrong. This lane goes almost a mile ahead, right? So unless only you see it is there's enough space for you to filter in, don't filter yet. Keep going and then filter in when there is total movement, and people can also filter in, some filter out. But in most instances, people don't do that. What they do rather, they want to quickly go out and be sure that they are surely rested, surely they rest, should I say, in terms of thinking, in terms of considering to get to the other end. Look now, there's no traffic, nothing, no reason for traffic to the direction I'm going. Even here, you see, there's movement, right? But the fact that people choose to quickly filter, you see, this is the right thing. You filter now when there is movement. You don't have problem. You don't disrupt any movement. Also, there are two lanes going out. There's another lane you can actually filter out. So there's a lot of things that you can consider. But unfortunately, the drivers that we have, they don't do it that way. So now I'm going to drive for the next 23 miles until I get to Half-Spot interchange, which is M53, and then goes to A55 to Chester. I'm already on it to the M56. Right, outer lane is mine. Safe to do so. Let's get going. keep going. Now we are going. You can actually see also that the highway is wide open and the traffic is coming to Manchester Airport and I'm going out. So when I come back after 10, around 10 then, traffic will be coming back. Basically there will be no traffic because around 10 there isn't much movement. And then I go back Lord, go to Macclesfield. Macclesfield is a very interesting place. You pass Buxton and then you go up the mountain, down the mountain, up again, and then you get to Macclesfield. I might be tempted to take a very nice video for you on that one to show you. So let's go. So already this lane is elected to go out, and all of it, which means I'll be left with 3 lanes, which now tells me that I must change lanes now if it is safe, which is it is. And now I keep this lane since traffic is flowing. I don't have to disturb and disrupt anyone. Whosoever wants to filter in or out, they can actually do it. It's very safe. Like now, someone is passing me from the left. It doesn't matter because they are going that direction, and I'm not worried about them. I just check and check and check and check to make sure they are passing safely, and I do the same on the other side. So I'm on my way now. All this side they show a lot of issues. Please, when you watch these videos, if you feel like the side I don't understand, please say holla. I will surely explain. I will surely every side that you see on my channels. Please ask what that means. So we are left with 90 miles. I'm feeling a little bit hungry today, so I think I'm going to eat early. Good morning to you. Well, if it is your first time coming by, please subscribe if you just so that you can get notifications. Get to see more of this and more that I do. Get to understand more about this channel and what I talk about. Just get notified. Just get notified. This is live from the cockpit. Unfortunately today we don't have much guests. I don't know what's going on. All I saw, I didn't see anyone either. Or maybe they are coming or they've come. I didn't see that because I'm also very much actually invested in my driving and more than watching it, what's going on. I don't have to anyway. I will watch it later and see what happened. But for now, let's drive. For the next 28 minutes, we're supposed to get there. just goes to show how this truck saves diesel. I did use half tank because I went to Perth, very far up there in Scotland, and came back. And I'm going to Chester and I will do Marcus for today without filling. It is actually on half tank now. I'm not going to fill up. I will fill up afterwards. And they do the last laps for tomorrow and possibly for Friday, depending on where I'm going. Just keep on going and keeping on going. So this is M6 bowing out. One of the longest motorways in the UK as well. Starting from Rugby there down there to Scot I'm, bordering with A74M to Scotland. So that's where it ends there at the port of Scotland. It's a very long route. Very good, very beautiful. But for some reason, I don't understand why M6 people get involved in accidents, a lot of things going on. But the route is very good, it's very beautiful. And so people are filtering in 2 lanes, so I let them in quick as possible before I come back to my lane so that I don't disturb anyone. They don't need to be disrupted. Traffic just flows. No traffic is to be. And there's also another lane coming, so I'll keep this one for now. I let them filter in as well before I can go out to be on my lane. It's just about it. It's easy. It's not difficult. Now there's someone on my side, so I won't check back yet. Once they pass, then I indicate now. It's time to indicate. See? Very safe. That's how you drive. Very safe. Always be vigilant and be aware of your surroundings. So I'm clear, I'm outside. These ones can actually pass also. No one is delayed. Just everyone filtered in slowly and quickly and swiftly without any problem. So this is North Wales where I'm going, Radcor in Chester, 21 miles to Chester. Very, very easy, simple. I think I had one. Northwich Warrington A49. So I indicate, it allows me to pass through. And then I come. Always check the distance between you and the other vehicle before you indicate, so that for whatever reason that may be, maybe they want to accelerate, or they're accelerating, or they're coming at a higher speed than yours, they can be aware that this is your intention and you wish to indicate to go to right over to the other lane. So are they allowing you? Is it possible? Are they slow enough? Can they slow down? Whatever the decision they make, let whoever that is decide before you just push yourself onto another lane. It's very important, that aspect. So I can see that Seat, the white one there on the left, is not moving fast. And there's going to be a filtering again happening on the next entrance and exit. Exit has just happened, those entrances. So instead of just going out and in and out and in, confusing other road users, I keep this lane until I pass the entrance, the on-ramp. And once I'm past that, also I check where I am on the other vehicles, where they are, then I go past. If ever I'm to change lanes, then I change lanes to allow others to also go. If I'm not, I keep the lane and overtake like I'm doing now. Simple as that. And also making sure that I don't end up walking the middle lane, keeping it for people that are really going fast against them. So now I come back to my lane. And everyone goes swift. No one is going to be affected. No accidents going to happen. I just straight through. He also passes. I indicate to, I show him by flash to show that you're okay, you're all clear. You can pass if you did not notice well. All of us will go. So I'm keeping this highway for the next 9.5 miles. I'm hoping to get to the client and waste no time. I'll float quickly and be on my way back to load another one from Lapisford. Preston Brook and Garrisbury, 56 Junction 11. So it's already Wednesday. 2 days went past very quick. Now I'm on my way. So something has happened here, or they're working on the road. I don't know what's going on. But nonetheless, we are putting it down to Chester. So Manchester has already left on the right-hand side about probably 10-15 miles now away from Manchester. So if you check the route is showing that we're going a little bit down. So I set my cruise control that it doesn't go over speed. Then it breaks itself. Just hold this thing. Lincoln 5 witness 8, just assisting Beganiad 36. So 12 miles away, 17 minutes away. Which is very clear that I'm almost there. Some of the beautiful Dorcas bridges, Ash Bridge, suspending. So it's 10 miles, 15 minutes, 6 minutes off this highway, M56. Traffic ahead, just because there's a lane coming in, so I elect to be inside quickly. But when they come in, it's not difficult to pass. You can see the difference is understanding how to drive. He's moving at high speed, but they're filtering just here. So now what happens now in most cases is that because of being impatient and moving too fast, the other vehicles will end up, the other road users will become impatient and they think the gap is fine, they mischarge, and then there's a pileup. That's what happens in most cases. I like move shifting to another lane, or come in slowly and cautious, so that when they filter in, it becomes easy for everybody to judge the distances and the speed at which the other vehicles are traveling in. Then you filter in easily. And then sometimes we understand things differently. So we are on top of the bridge of a river that is much wide, that passes a power station onto Birkenhead, and it goes past Liverpool into the ocean, the Irish Sea. So when someone and everyone is seemingly filtered, now we are on our way. Supposed to go out now. There's another truck moving, so I'll let it be. It is safe, I'll go out. So we are still on M56. Motorway, we are getting off M56 in the next 4 miles. should drive cautiously and making sure that before the time comes, I should be already gotten the right lane already. So long I push, it's 2.5 left. I push to overtake this one, and then that should be enough for me to. So the first notifying that I'm intending to come this way. If it seems like it doesn't see me, then the only option left is to reduce speed. Let me see how far it goes. It's getting very close, so it's not working. It's not working, so not enough miles, so now I'm left with a very short distance. I have to make sure that I'm getting off. Okay, please let me. So unfortunately, I don't understand some drivers. When I show indication that I want to go out of the lane, instead what he does is he pushes forward, which I don't understand. So now I'm forced to slow down to let him go past me. Go out. Really, it's from Denmark, which is really crazy. Strange, like, but it happens anyway, so it's fine. So it's not allowing me to go that way, I must go that direction, which is fine. I'll go out now. So I'm bowing out of the M56, taking a 5117, going to Chester. In most cases, I would have taken the next one. But it's not allowing me that mistake. I must take a 56 here to Chester. Oh yeah. Always approach a roundabout cautiously and then proceed with caution. It is safe to do so. Always don't ride on the pavement, right? My phone was off my destination. So again, we're going back on single carriage. So today is an all-rounder in terms of the route that I've used there. It gives everything beside, except for mountain ranges and slopes. Okay. Unfortunately, there was a cover problem. I wanted to show you at a certain time important about the bridges and the heights, so that you get to understand what we say. Be aware of your eyes. Already we are. Be aware of your eyes. Already we are around where there are houses and everything around.